Spike, a cute German Shepherd cartoon service animal, pops out of a soup in a video game setting with a lot of brick blocks around it that looks similar to what is found in the original. Camera zooms in twice to focus more on Spike, who moves his eyes, head, and arms, and a power level graphic appears next to him.
Hi, kids! I bet a lot of you like to play video games. I do too.
Virtual reality goggles appear on Spike and then quickly disappear, followed by a quick transition with sound effect from video game world to Matt Brown's basement.
Did you know that people who can't use their arms or hands can play video games? I want you to meet a good friend of mine, Matt Brown, who is an expert on something called adaptive gaming. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Spike. Welcome to my basement. Welcome to my world. Welcome to somewhere special that I'm taking you today. Today, it's all about video games, and it's where we're about to be.
Whoa! Matt, where are we?
Quick, colorful spiral transition from Matt's basement to video game world as colorful balls fly everywhere around Spike. Matt and Spike are in the video game together with blue sky and puffy clouds behind them. The word "press start" appears behind them as it slowly gets larger and smaller.
Spike, we're in video game land. It's where I call home. It's part of me. It's part of my culture. It's part of everything I am. This is where I'm known as Captain Canada or Canada. I've been a gamer for 37 years, and I'm glad that I got to bring you into my world today.
This is so cool! And I love how you have your own name in the video game world. Matt, let's jump back into the real world because we have something important to talk to students about.
Spike and Matt back in Matt's basement. Camera angles change from wide shot of the two of them to tight shots of both Spike and Matt.
So Matt, I know that everyone can play video games. It doesn't matter if people can't use their hands or arms.
Spike, absolutely. And I'm someone who identifies with a disability. I live with something known as complex regional pain syndrome, which is a conversation for another day. But between you and me today, Spike, I get to show you that anyone can play on any system with any type of setup that is special and specific to you.
Close-up of Microsoft Adaptive Wireless Control that has a directional control on the left side of it and two large buttons in the middle and right side of the control.
So part of it starts simply with the Xbox Adaptive Wireless Controller. In the adaptive setup, it's the brains behind everything and where we're going to start today.
Let me tell you more about Matt and adaptive gaming right now.
A screen recording of Matt playing video games, followed by Matt playing video games using different pieces of equipment, including the adaptive controller, joystick, and foot pedals.
Matt, or Captain Canada, loves helping kids and families realize that it doesn't matter if someone has a disability or not, they can play video games. More and more adaptive video game equipment and controllers are coming onto the market. Matt uses adaptive equipment himself.
I ended up crushing my thumb, unfortunately, in an accident, and that was the beginning of me needing to think of my future as a gamer in a little bit different sense.
That injury to his thumb limited his ability to game using keyboards and controllers. Matt now uses many pieces of equipment that can include an adaptive controller, joystick, and foot controls. Microsoft originally came out with an adaptive controller that had two large buttons and a directional control. Other companies also started coming out with products, and now basically people can assemble their own gaming equipment setup based on what they need to play.
Using Microsoft's adaptive piece and Logitech's adaptive buttons, I've been able to essentially make a full body adaptive controller incorporating my feet, my hands, and being able to do what's now known as co-pilot gaming, where two people can play at one time to control one character. So my growth as a gamer over 37 years is now into a brand new world of being able to explain to families of those with a able need what's available on the market, how it integrates together, how it functions together, and then what are the best games that you can play with the new equipment that you have to get the best experience overall.
There is now even technology to allow people who are quadriplegics or who cannot use their arms and legs to operate game controls through their mouth or use their eyes to play certain games. Matt works to educate people about how they can adaptively game through the organization that he founded called the Warriors and Survivors Esports Gaming Lounge. He founded that to help support adults and children battling cancer. Matt is a cancer survivor himself.
Matt and Spike back in the basement.
Matt, that was really interesting to see you in action. If kids or families wanted to get into adaptive gaming, where is the best place to start?
Well, Spike, we're going to actually start with the Xbox Adaptive Controller. It's $99 US, and it gets you actually back into the gaming from a perspective of a controller that's needed for adaptability.
And then people can add on from there?
Yep. And Spike, the other good thing about having this Xbox Adaptive Controller is as you grow within your video games and you learn about more as yourself as a gamer, you can actually expand it to include additional buttons and controllers to your gaming style and play that works for you.
Thanks, Matt, for sharing all of that with us.
Spike, thank you very much for coming to my world. Thank you very much for coming to Canada. It's been a long time coming, and I'm glad that I was able to show you adaptive gaming today.
Quick transition from Spike talking with Matt to full screen of Mario Kart racing game.
Let's get back to our racing game, and hopefully I can beat you this time. We'll see you next time, kids.